Howdy guys, Cub here. Welcome back to Vexcraft. Last time we built this horse stable here, which houses some horses, some donkeys, and some mules. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good. A lot of you guys seem to like it, so that is very awesome. And today guys, I think what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the other side of the island and work on the Meteor. This thing right up here, try and finish this thing up today. Try and make this look as good as possible before we call this project complete. So, let's go ahead and get on down to the base, and we'll start off today with an Ask Jarvis question. By the way, if you guys hear some banging and some drilling and some hammering in the background, that's because there is actually a deck being built about 15 feet away from me right now. My neighbor is rebuilding their deck, and so, yeah, that's what that is. Even though it's like 100 degrees out right now, 100 degrees Fahrenheit right now, yeah. They're doing it for some reason in the middle of the day. So, anyways, yeah. Today's Ask Jarvis question. So, today's Ask Jarvis question, I'm actually going to make one up. I actually want to ask Jarvis, will 113 release within a week? Because we've had 2 pre-releases already, and it's been a week since the second pre-release came out, and like 2 or 3 weeks since the first one came out. So, it's about time, I would think. But will 113 release within a week? Error 404. Nobody knows. Nobody knows when 113 will come out. I get questions about it all the time. When is it going to come out? When is it going to come out? And yeah, not even Jarvis knows, guys. Not even Jarvis knows. By the way, there's the deck builders out there hammering away. I should probably sleep through the night here because we don't want our villagers to get hit with lightning over here. So let's just go ahead and sleep on through the night. I think the first thing I want to do with this this meteor here, I think the first thing we want to do is we want to gather like some cobwebs to put on the front of this, so that we can sort of like make streaks up the side, or not up the side, but up the bottom portion of this, to give the illusion of more of an illusion of motion here. So we want to go gather some cobwebs, which means we need some shears. I think I might. Let's actually check and see if we have any cobwebs down here. They would be, I think, in here, 11. That's not going to cut it. So let's grab some shulker boxes, put those into the ender chest, and let's grab, I think in here we have some shears, yeah. And also maybe, yeah, some in here too. Perfect. Yeah, this should work. I think that should be enough. I think I also have, maybe one of these has shears in it, but it doesn't. Oh, yep, this one right here. Here we go. Shulker box full of shears. Perfect. Beautiful. All right, yeah, let's take this with us. We got food. We got some torches. Let's see if we have a few more torches we can take with us, maybe. Yeah. Right here. This will work. Let's just take all these. Awesome. So we're going to head out to the Mesa biome, which is far to the west. Quite a long ways to the west, so we're going to head on through the nether hub here to do this. Let's just head on down this way. And to get to the mesa, we go... Hello, pigman. We go this way. This way. Yeah, out this way. So let's just fly on out this way, and we shall make our way through this tunnel here. And then once we get to this section over here, that's where we can start to fly down here. So this is the witch's hut portal here, and then all the way down here at the end is the mesa biome we're going to go to. So right down here. Perfect. And so this should have a bunch of mine shafts and stuff, since mesa mine shafts are pretty much on the surface. So we should be able to quickly and easily find some. So let's just fly around here for a little bit, see if we can find some. So let's see. Looks like over here could be some. Yeah. Yep. Yep, here we go. Here's what we're looking for right here. So these right here should have some cobwebs in them. It looks like over here I can actually visibly see some cobwebs. I've been here before, it looks like. So let's grab some of these shears out of here. That should work. And let's just grab some of these cobwebs. Alright guys, we made it back from the mesa. We ended up with, I think, about 10 stacks or so of cobwebs. Yeah, 10 stacks or so of cobwebs. And yeah, hopefully that'll be enough. Although anything involving this meteor usually takes like a shulker box worth of stuff. So we may have to go out and go to like the NHL mesa, for example, to get some more cobwebs if we run out. But yeah, we'll try that. We also need to get some fuel for our furnace array because if I get back down here, you'll see this is running low. We got about 4 or 5 blaze rods in each furnace now. So yeah, we need some more blaze rods because we're going to have to do a little bit more glass smelting, I think, for, yeah, we need some like red glass, some orange glass, some yellow glass, stuff like that. So I need to go out to the blaze farm as well, get some fuel before we do that. So we should be able to just fly on over this way. Vindicators in the UFO moving around. It's pretty cool. So we'll just head on through here. Head on down here. Go through the fire and flames and head out to the blaze farm. So I'm going to get on out here, gather some blaze rods, and once we have enough fuel, I'll be back and we'll hopefully be ready to start this project. Okay guys, we're back from the blaze farm. We got our blaze rods now filling up the smelter down there, so all is good there. I also got some colored glass. We got some yellow, we got some red, we got some orange, in addition to the cobwebs. And with this stuff, we're going to try and make the bottom side of the meteor look a little bit better instead of just the plain planet shape. We're going to try and make some features on the front. Because if you ever thrown like a sort of like a flaming tennis ball or a flaming golf ball or any sort of object that's round and also on fire, you'll note that like the very front side of it usually has like a thin film of gas that's burning, while like most of the flames are behind it, like in this meteor here. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the cobwebs sort of spider out from this front point here. I guess the front point's roughly like here in actuality, but yeah, you can sort of imagine like if we have like a spider web out from here that's sort of curved like this. I'm trying to draw it out here for you guys, but it's kind of tough to visualize, but just imagine like it sort of spider webbing out from a central point here. That's what we're going to try and make. And I think in addition to like the cobwebs that make the spider web out from there, we're going to try and like put glass down around the cobwebs as well to add a little bit of color here and add a little bit of like flame to the front. I think that would be pretty cool. So what we're going to need to do, we're going to need to hop on over here and we're going to try and find roughly where this is at. This is going to be quite tough to do because we have to tower up from the bottom. Let's see. I'm thinking like right here would be good roughly. Yeah, I think like right here would be a good spot. So we'll tower up here and start to place down some cobwebs. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to look once we actually start placing down the cobwebs. So we'll have to sort of step back and evaluate it a little bit. But yeah, I think this is a good spot to start out on the meteor here. So let's go ahead and get up here, start to place down these cobwebs and a little bit of glass, and we'll see how it looks. Okay guys, so change of plans here. As you can see, we have some cobwebs down on the front of our meteor, and it's looking a little bit too contrasty between the purple and the white. So upon seeing this, I've decided we're not going to do this at all, in fact, even though I just spent like 2 hours collecting cobwebs, just because it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. The white is way too bright for the purple, and also the stained glass we have here just doesn't look great. I much prefer just straight up purple shape of the meteor itself, rather than having the the orange and the red and the yellow in there. So yeah, we're just going to not do everything I just said. So yeah, we're just gonna leave the meteor front as it is. I think it's fine as it is actually. And yeah, definitely not going to do this stuff with cobwebs because it just looks like a disaster when we put these down. So yeah, that's what we're going to do here. We're just going to skip everything I just said, and we're going to move to the top of the meteor, work on that a little bit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we're now on the back side of the meteor here, high up above the Mushroom Island. And I think what we're going to do here is we are going to make sort of a similar tail to what we did here with these blocks. Sort of a trailing tail from this surface upward. Except instead of using so much mycelium, we'll probably use a lot more of the purple concrete and the purple terracotta. And maybe a little bit of mycelium, but not as much as we did on the exterior part of the tail. And so we'll do that for this entire region here. So that means we just have to make a bunch of dirt towers. And yeah, essentially make sort of a... I don't even know what to call this. Basically an array of blocks like this, I guess is what you're calling it. I don't know what to call it. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so here we have it. We have the meteor now complete, and yeah, you can see this is on the back side of the meteor. And we just have these little bits coming off the back here with some mycelium, but it's mostly terracotta and concrete, and also some glass that we have here. So I think this adds quite a bit to the actual meteor itself. We just boost on up here and look back. You can see, yeah, that's what it's looking like right there. You can barely see it actually. It kind of blends in a little bit on the back side, but if we get over to the side here, we should be able to see, yeah. You can see it now, sort of leads up like that, and yeah, it sort of tails off pretty well. Like with regards to like the back side of the meteor, it's pretty flat on the back tail off. So that's pretty good. I think I'm going to call this meteor complete now, this big meteor complete, so that we can work on other parts of it. And yeah, that's what it's going to look like. This is the final product here. I also went ahead and took down the underside here, the light on the underside, so it's now dark on the underside. That helped quite a bit, so we took out that torch inside there, since there is, you know, a whole farm actually inside of this thing, a villager farm, carrot and potato farm. But yeah, that is going to be the whole meteor there, casting a big shadow as well on the ground still. So yeah, that's what the meteor is going to look like, and yeah, that is now complete. So I think the next thing to do is we're going to make some smaller mycelium biospheres that are going to be coming down next to this giant meteor. And those are going to have like some mushroom cows in them, as well as some mycelium in them. They're just basically going to be like metal spheres that are going to be, you know, have the same sort of tail as this big meteor. So that's the next step. Let me go ahead and make some of those. I'll make one of those, and we'll see what it looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have ourselves a little mini biosphere for the mushroom cows to ride in on. You can see here we have a little bit of a spaceship type thing going on here. If I just make my way down here, you can see, yeah, we got our heat shield right here. We got our rocket engines right down here. And then we have the actual spaceship itself up here, made out of quartz, and quartz pillars and quartz stairs. And also some glass, so we can look in here and see the mushrooms. And then, of course, we have the mycelium here. This thing's not going to be very big. It's not meant to be very big. But I want to have maybe this one and then maybe 2 or 3 other ones around this meteor. So we have ourselves some antenna on the top as well. And yeah, now all we have to do is basically put these mushrooms inside of here. I'd also like maybe like some, like a rocket exhaust to exist here. Maybe similar to what we got over there. Or maybe I'll do it differently. Maybe I'll just have like a glass pane type thing down here. That could be cool too. But either way, we need to get some mushrooms up there into the spacecraft. And I can also, let's just go ahead and fly on down here. I can also show you, you know, it looks like that. It sort of looks like Willy Wonka's Wonkavator a little bit, if you guys are familiar with that. But we need to get these mushroom cows into this thing. And luckily there are a couple of them down here. And I think some of them are actually... yeah, they like to hang out around this this coarse fruit farm here. But let's go ahead and put down the minecart. And we'll put that down in there. This guy I don't think is going to actually walk into the minecart thing. So let's grab the utility box. Handy utility box. Should have a lead in it. Yep. Alright. So So let's just get this guy over here. Can we actually pull him into the cart here? No, he actually has to be off the lead. Let's just push him in then. Come on, guy. Go in. Maybe we can just flick the lever and he'll go. There we go. Okay. Hopefully there are enough powered rails here. Maybe not. Come on, make it to the next rail. Go. Go. Ah, this guy, though. Alright, so I doubled the number of powered rails we had on this track, so now this cow should go all the way up, hopefully. And, yep, looks like the cow is going. A little bit of a slowdown there, but it looks like he's alright. Alright, let's get up here and see if he is going to make it in there successfully. Whoops, okay. That was a express route there. There we go. Yeah, I made it. Sweet. Okay, cool. So let's just grab this, and we're going to get, I think, 2 cows in each one of these. So let's go on down and get a second one here. So let's place this one down there. Turn it off. Make sure it's against that bit. And then grab this other guy here. Bring him on over. Shove him over. And then send him on his way. There we go. Perfect. And hopefully the other cow doesn't walk out to this other side here. But we'll see what happens. So let's see if this guy comes on in here. There he comes. Boom. Awesome. Okay, so we'll just get rid of this stuff now. Get rid of this. Get rid of these tracks. And we want to put in... let's see, we want to put this... What can I get rid of? Pearls. Actually, no, I can eat bread here. Well, there. There we go. Whoops. Alright, so yeah, then we'll put this window in here. I'm not going to close it up totally because I also want to I want to put a few mushrooms in there, I think. Okay, so like I said, we're going to put some brown mushrooms in here. We're going to put some red mushrooms in here as well. As this is supposed to be like a little biosphere here, but yeah, that should be good, I think. A couple mushrooms here, a couple mushrooms there, and then we'll just close that off like so. We also probably want to add a few more details to this thing. I want to add some retro repulsion down here, so we'll probably have like some things like this, like some glass panes like this, and maybe some red ones down here as well. Providing some retro repulsion. We could also use cobwebs a little bit further down to make like a cloud of smoke. If this thing is, you know, firing its engines and slowing down, because obviously you wouldn't want to be on the ground when the meteor hits. So it's going to be just like hovering here, at least until the meteor hits, and then land after that, presumably. We also want to add a few more things around here, like we can add some glass panes on the side here. Same with these black glass panes. We can put these on the side here. This just helps to round it out a little bit. So we'll put the same thing on this side. And then maybe also on the top here, like here and there, would be good spots to put this. Yeah, I think that works. I think that works pretty well. Just get up here real quick. Put those there. Yeah, cool. We got the antennas on top here already, obviously, so that's good there. And yeah, I think this is looking pretty good. So I'll go ahead and finish this thing up here. I'm going to go ahead and just keep putting in some of these little details around here. And we'll see what this thing looks like once we are done. Ladies and gentlemen, they're here. What? Why you walk out of the shot, guy? You ruined the shot. Good job. So yeah, we got the mushrooms coming in on their rocket, their propulsively landed rocket. So yeah, we have the mushrooms obviously in there. You guys saw some mushrooms in there, and we also have now some retro repulsion going on. So you see we put in some stained glass paint, some yellows, some oranges, some reds. I have to keep moving here, but yeah, that's what makes up the retro repulsion. And then obviously we have the cobwebs as sort of the smoke, quote unquote smoke from afar. And yeah, I think it looks pretty decent. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I'm having only 2 of the engines fire because, yeah, obviously this thing would have to lift off on some occasions too, so makes sense it wouldn't use all the engines at once. And also it looks better with just the 2. So that's another reason why. From a building perspective, we use just the 2 engines. So yeah, that's what it looks like from the bottom, and yeah, of course you can see the cows, the mushrooms in there and everything. And yeah, of course there's also like mushrooms inside and stuff like that. But you can't really see that unless you get super close. Anyways, yeah, I think this thing is now complete. Pretty happy with how it turned out, and I think we're going to make like 2 or 3 more of these things throughout the rest of the area here. So we'll probably have like one like a little bit higher up over here, and then maybe one on the back side would be cool. So yeah, we'll have a couple of these things coming in for landing, waiting for the meteor to hit, so that the mushroom cows can then take over the island. And then that also means that probably next episode we'll have to change all these mushroom cows to regular cows. So we'll have to go around and shear all the ones that remain on the island. Because the idea is that this mycelium meteor is coming in. That's where the mycelium came from, as well as from these little pods. And then the mushroom cows came with it. So yeah, mushroom cow invasion, guys. That's what's going on here. So with that, I think that's going to be it for me today. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to hit the bell to get notified when I upload. For now, though, that'll be it for me. Thanks again for watching, everybody. This has been Cub. Goodbye.